Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants, and I'm gonna rant about this, well, very questionable thing. From the Blaze. Posh Manhattan school warns against saying mom and dad, assuming gender, wishing Merry Christmas, and much more in Inclusive Language Guidebook. New levels of woke. Yes, I have to agree. This is definitely new levels of woke, because, well, as you're going to see, the price they charge the parents for this school is off the charts. And then they have the audacity to do this. Well, isn't this interesting? Because apparently, with you being, a bit of a filthy woke is necessary. Let's read the news. A posh private school in Manhattan has issued language recommendations to staff, students, and parents, advising them against using unwelcoming terms, such as Mom and Dad and Merry Christmas, that make assumptions about students' home lives. Well, don't you think you're now proving the conspiracy theory that a few evangelical priests in some redneck neck of the woods in America, that the blue anons kind of blew out of proportion, right? Yes, you are proving them right. Because now this is definitely evidence of war on Christmas that they are going to use against you filthy blue anon imbeciles. But you guys didn't listen, did you? We told you about it, we told you not to do this, but here we are. You're doing it, and we'll keep doing it. Nobody cares, seems to be the issue here. Anyway, Grace Church School in NoHo. What's NoHo? Seems to be nitrogen with oxygen, hydrogen, which costs more than $57,000 a year to attend. Believes the woke 12-page inclusive language guide will go a long way towards removing the harmful assumptions from communications and making the campus a more welcoming and inclusive space. Well, first and foremost, if you want to make this more inclusive and welcoming, what about lowering that, I don't know, tuition cost to maybe $10,000, $5,000 a year? Maybe that would be way more welcoming. But, well, unfortunately, you imbeciles will not do that. So you do the next best thing. You become racist and sexist to feel more welcoming. That I don't think that is very logical, but then again, when you're dealing with woke culture, logic goes right out of the window, and it dies a very, very painful death, because woke culture does not like logic. Let's go on, because I want to kill myself right now after reading this. Let's see. Instead of saying Mom and Dad, or even parents, the school suggests using terms like grown-ups, folks. Look, we have something that triggered me here. Folks, it should be with an X, not with a K. This is totally triggering. It's triggering me to no ends. You know that, right? It's very triggering. It's so very triggering that I cannot and will not accept it. It should be folks with X. Because K, it's white supremacistus. Family, guardians, and then the communicating about life at home, and when communicating at English. And instead of saying boys and girls, guys and or ladies and gentlemen, individuals should stick to more generic terms such as people, folks, friends, and readers. Moments like this makes me question if I am living in clown world. I'm not making shit up. You're charging parents $50,000 a year to teach kids nonsensical bullshit like this. Are you imbeciles fucking shitting me? Because quite frankly, what were they thinking? Jesus Christ. Look, you can cry, you can throw a temper tantrum, but mom and dad is correct and people should use it. Merry Christmas should be used. Parents should also be used. If you think you little snowflake, you crotch fruit, you crotch spawn, will get triggered over it, then that kid needs to be bullied just a little bit so he develops a bit of a thinker skin and grows up to be a responsible adult. Look, I was bullied as a kid and now I see the benefits of it. Right now my skin is thick. Don't get triggered. Even if things that usually says stuff that I don't like, I don't get triggered. I just ignore it and move on. Why can't we do that? Why do I actually have to go on and teach kids, oh my god, feelings are more important than facts? This is absolutely moronic. Let's move on. Oh, this deserves a voice. Quote, families, no, let's see, I need to make a proper voice, a pretty gay voice for this. Oh, guys, a family are formed and structured in many ways. At Grace Church School, we use inclusive language that reflects this diversity. It's important to refrain from making assumptions about kids who kids live with, who cares for them, and whether they sleep in the same place every night, whether they see their parents, etc. The guide says. The guide goes on to declare that human sexuality exists along a spectrum. No, it's not. You are either male or female. You can cry, you can take control a temper tantrum, but facts will never ever change to appease your little sad little feelings. That's how things work in real life. You better get a handle on it, because life will not always go the way you want. Anyway, it adds that staff, students, and parents should avoid making assumptions about how adults identify themselves. In the present, how children might identify themselves in the future. Because sexuality can be fluid along the course of a person's life. Jesus Christ. The document also advises against using the assuming gender based on stereotypes. I identify as a Caesar, so they name them Caesars. If you get my pronoun wrong, I'll sue you. And using the boys, girls patterns for school functions such as lining up outside the class. Jesus Christ, and people are paying $57,000 a year for this. If I was that filthy rich, and I had a kid, and they were in that school, lots of assumptions, I'll pull that kid out and tell them, go fuck yourself, I want a refund of the time period I already paid, because this bullshit will not stand. Get out. Go fuck yourselves. I'm putting my kid in another school. And if the other school becomes like that, eventually probably take homeschooling or something like that. Because quite frankly, I will never fund bullshit like this. Holy fuck myself. Anti-scientific bullshit like this. Yes, you can cry, you can throw a temper tantrum, but science is very clear. There are no multiple genders. You are either male or female. DNA says so. Birth defects, or genetic diseases does not and will never make you another gender. For you to have another gender, you'll need to prove that you need it to the propagation of the human species. Otherwise, it's just your wishful thinking. And I have books to prove it. And I've used them quite a few times, especially in the Mr. Potato Head video, in which I use it as a segue to use the books to prove there are no multiple genders. The guide was issued, quote, using gender inclusive language can provide critical affirmation to students across the gender spectrums. If you need affirmation of your gender, you probably need to go to a psychologist or a psychiatrist. The guide, which was issued last fall, was brought to light recently as part of the city's journals reporting on how woke ideology is taking over elite education. Fascinating, isn't it? Why don't you put this woke ideology on madrasas? Or on some Islamic shithole of a school? You won't, would you? I wonder why. In response to negative press about the language guide, the school's administrator, George Davison, issued a statement Thursday in its defense saying, quote, At Grace, we understand the power of language, both include and to cause alienation. You also know that it is our job to give community members resources to allow them to make informed and generous choices. Give me more money! I like money. He pointed out that the guide does not ban any language, or rather, it gives our words to use that will bring people together. Give me more money. So if the boorish cancel culture press wants to condemn us as a newly dubbed woke no-ho school of politeness, dignity and respect, then I embrace it, and I hope you will too. Give me more money. Went overboard over there. So basically, the moron is a woke bastard because he's confusing what classifies as cancel culture. Cancel culture is almost inherently from the left. Almost never see it from the right. And here we have him trying to flip the definition or flip of the use of the word cancel culture, or what it defines cancel culture. Here we have it. Folks, and folks with an X, because this imbecile here did not see it to use folks with X, because if you're using folks with K, it means you're a white supremacist. Oh God, you're a white supremacist. And here we have it, folks, with X. How imbecilic moron who absolutely needs money. Well, he probably shits money. All the toilets there must be gold-plated, because charging $57,000, and considering that this school may actually, in the minimum, have 100 students, 200 students or more, imagine the quantity of money this little shit is making. Holy shit, pickle. I want to be a teacher in a school like that. I'll probably be filthy rich and do practically nothing. And then claim that if he wants to fire me for doing nothing, I'm gonna say, hey, stop discriminating. I'm a Latinx. You cannot discriminate me. If you discriminate against us Latinx, You are a racist. And then he probably will drop it. But obviously I unfortunately have a bigger heart and more of a sense of responsibility, so I'll probably feel very, very bad if I did nothing and screw up the kids' education in the future. Because I've had my share of experience with bad teachers in the past. And there are a lot of things that I used to love that these teachers managed to beat the love out of me. I used to love physics. Only now, after decades out of school, I've managed to find some love for it. Again, who knew? The guy was so successful in beating my love of physics out of me. Well, took me... either way. Let's move on. Now, so, since this is YouTube, it means that my videos are being throttled. So, in that case, I need you to like, share, and subscribe, you know. I need interaction to make a YouTube algorithm think, hey, this video is good. Or, obviously, this is type of current of shitty current stuff. So sometimes even the comments that you people post, I go on in there to reply or heart it, it's gone. Yes, YouTube loves to censor shit. If I delete something, I'll definitely go on and announce it. Look, I deleted it because of this and X and Y reason, mostly because of YouTube's TOS, but I'll announce it. When I try to reply something, it's gone, and that's usually YouTube more shenanigans. But if you want more spicy content, head to bitshoot.com/Dr. or minds.com/Dr. for that exclusive content that I do not share over here. Oh boy. The links are down below. Not only on the video, but down below in the description, so you just have to click twice in most situations. Anyway, thank you for watching. So, good night.